Let's see how scientists help save elephants in South Africa.
Elephants need to be saved?
Yeah, they're an endangered species.
The Kruger National Park in South Africa has been managing and protecting elephants for over 100 years. Elephants have a huge effect on their surroundings, so conserving their habitat helps not only the elephants, but also other animals and plants that make up the larger ecosystem. Scientists play an important role in conservation. Jackie Codron collects data in the Kruger Park area from both wild elephants and those in captivity to study how their diets have changed over time.
My work is to study how elephants utilize an area. What is it eating at any time of the year? To do this, I studied the isotope composition of elephant diet.
Wait, she studies the what?
Isotopic composition. Basically, she can figure out what elephants ate by analyzing stuff with expensive machines.
What kind of stuff?
This, you're not going to believe.
I collect feces and tail hairs and ivory from elephants.
Did she say feces?
Feces would give us the diet of the elephant in the last 24 hours. If the elephant ate something in the morning, if you collect the feces at night, you're going to find whatever was in its diet in the mornings.
This is gross.
At least she's wearing gloves.
And then from tail hairs, you get a slightly longer record. The longer the hair, the more of a diet record we could get.
Is that elephant okay?
Don't worry, it's trained to do that.
And a hair like that would typically give probably about a year to a year and a half worth of isotope data. Ivory is a really fantastic material to work with in terms of getting a diet record, because the diet record is preserved basically for that animal's entire lifespan.
What are those circles?
Those are elephant tusk samples.
We know what years they were born and when they died. Then you can see how this elephant's diet changed over 10, 20, 50 years.
So Jackie can figure out what an elephant's been eating from a single day to its entire life.
That's cool. I can't even remember what I had for dinner last night.
Elephants need a lot of energy, so they feed constantly, and that behavior shapes their environment dramatically. Conservationists call them an umbrella species, which means that if the elephant habitat is protected, then the needs of many plants and animals in the same ecosystem will be satisfied. They also roam over long distances. Michelle and Steve Henley of Save the Elephants South Africa use collars with GPS technology to track how elephants move across the greater Kruger area. They've agreed to take Jackie out on an expedition to find a local herd.
Okay, so this GPS, you're using this now to find the elephants.
We're interested in where do elephants move? What can we look at that appears to be driving those movement patterns?
So Jackie's new friends study where elephants roam around?
Right.
And we've just come across a herd of elephant after many hours of tracking.
She can see how the diet has changed over time, but we can give her a spatial component to that by actually tracing that elephant's movements. Every time we collar animals, we also collect tail hairs, but now we can give her a tail hair that's got a history to it.
They collect tail hairs too?
Yep, and they know exactly where that tail hair has traveled.
We've discussed these ideas with Jackie, and we all seem quite keen to start a new collaboration and actually add a new sort of layer to each of our data sets.
So Jackie knows what the elephants eat, and Michelle and Steve know where they've been, and now they're going to put it all together.
Okay, but how does this save the elephants?
Let's see.
My work, as with anybody else's work in the Kruger Park, it's just a piece in this really big puzzle. The more of the puzzle piece you can put together, the better, obviously, in the long run.
We can have a fairly large impact on conservation if you're able to understand what it is an elephant needs from an area. You're possibly satisfying the needs of a whole lot of other species.
Oh, so basically if the elephants are happy, a whole lot of other plants and animals are happy too, right?
Right, and the scientists that are figuring out what makes elephants happy are helping make sure that they'll be around for a long time.